Let's start learning.
Hello and welcome back to Mr. Tom Teaches Again. Today we're going to learn about something round, colorful, and useful. Circle graphs. You might also hear people call them pie charts. Are you ready? Let's get started. What is a circle graph? A circle graph is a special kind of graph or chart that helps us see how a whole is split into parts. Imagine you have a whole pizza. If you cut that pizza into slices, each slice shows a part of the pizza. If you put all the slices together, you get the whole pizza again. A circle graph does the same thing. It divides a circle into sections to show how different things make up a whole group. Each section is called a sector, and each sector shows a part of all the data. We use circle graphs to compare things like how many people like each type of ice cream in your class. Why use circle graphs? Circle graphs help us see information quickly. If you want to know what your friend's favorite pets are, a circle graph can show you how many like dogs, cats, or hamsters. It makes it easy to compare different choices just by looking at the pieces of the circle. Let's look at the parts of a circle graph. The circle. This shows everything in your group, like your whole class or all the candies in a jar. The sectors. These are the slices of the circle. Each one stands for a part of the whole. For example, if 10 people like dogs and 6 people like cats, both would have a sector that shows how big their group is compared to the others. The labels. These tell us what each sector means. You might see words like dogs, cats, goldfish next to the sections. The title. The title tells you what the circle graph is about, like favorite kinds of pets. The key. This might tell you what each color sector stands for. Now, let's learn how to make our own circle graph. We'll walk through each step, so grab paper, colored pencils, a ruler, and a protractor if you want to try it. Step 1. Collect your data. First, find out what you want to show. Let's say you ask your class, what's your favorite type of fruit? You might get answers like apples, bananas, oranges, and grapes. Count how many people picked each fruit. Let's fill in a tally chart. Apples, 8. Bananas, 6. Oranges, 4. Grapes, 2. Step 2. Find the total. Add up all the numbers to make sure you have the total. Here it's 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. 8 plus 6 equals 14, plus 4 equals 18, plus 2 equals 20. 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2 equals 20 students. Step 3. Find out how much each part is. Each sector of the circle graph must show how much of the circle each choice gets. To do that, we need to find out what fraction or percent each group is. Let's do apples first. 8 students chose apples. That's 8 out of 20, or 8/20ths. If we change that to a percent, we can do that in 2 ways. We do 8 divided by 20. We set up our long division like this. 8 divided by 20. But 8 is smaller than 20. Yes, we can still divide. Our answer will not be a whole number, it will be a decimal. Place a decimal point after the 8, followed by a 0. Place a decimal point in the quotient over the 1 in the dividend. Now it looks like we're dividing 80 by 20. 20 goes into 80 4 times. Put our 4 here after the decimal point. 0.4, or 4/10 times 20, equals 8. Subtract our 8. The answer to 8 divided by 20 is 0.4, or 4/10. Now we make that into a percentage. We multiply 0.4, or 4/10 by 100. 4/10 times 100 equals 40. 40% of the class liked apples best. Or, in this case, we can just reduce the fraction to tenths and make it a decimal. Divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 20 divided by 2 is 10. we get the fraction 4/10. That's the same as the decimal 0.4 or 4/10. Multiply 4/10 by 100 and we get 40%. Doing the same for the others, we get the following: bananas, 6/20 or 3/10 or 30%. Oranges, 4/20 or 2/10 or 20%. Grapes, 2/20 or 1/10 or 10%. Step 4. Draw the circle. Now, draw a big circle on your paper. You can use a round object like a cup or a lid to help you. Step 5. Divide the circle into sectors. We need to split your circle into pieces that match the percentages. A full circle is 360 degrees. So, to find the number of degrees for each fruit, just multiply 360 by the percent as a decimal. For example, 360 times 4/10. Multiply. 4 times 0 equals 0. 4 times 6 equals 24. Bring down our 4, regroup our 2. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 12 plus 2 equals 14. We have 1,440. Since we multiplied 360 by 4/10, we move the decimal point one place to the left in our product. 1,440 becomes 144. The angle for apples is 144 degrees. Now, calculate the rest of the results. Bananas. 3/10 times 360 equals 108 degrees. Oranges. 2/10 times 360 equals 72 degrees. Grapes. 1/10 times 360 equals 36 degrees. Use a protractor to measure and draw each sector. This is a protractor. Find the center of the circle. Draw a line from the center of the circle to the edge. Now, place the protractor over the center and the line we drew and measure 144 degrees. Mark 144 degrees at the edge of the circle. Now draw a line from the center to the mark. That's the sector for apples on the circle graph. Continue the same way for bananas, oranges, and grapes. The last sector should work out just right without measuring. Step 6. Color and label the sectors. Pick a color for each fruit. Shade each sector and write the fruit name next to it. Don't forget to write the percentage too. Step 7. Add a key. Step 8. Add a title. Now your circle graph is complete. Once your graph is done, you can use it to answer questions. Which fruit was the most popular? Apples with the biggest slice. Which fruit was the least popular? Grapes with the smallest slice. Circle graphs make it easy to spot these answers. Here are some tips for making great circle graphs. Always double check your math so your pieces add up to the whole circle 360 degrees. Use bright colors to make your graph easy to read. Don't forget to label each sector and use percentages. Write a clear title.
Let's review.
Let's review what we've learned. A circle graph shows how a whole is split into parts. Each piece or sector stands for a part of the whole. To make a circle graph, collect data, find the total, change the fractional parts to percentages, calculate the angles, draw your circle, measure and draw the sectors, label each sector, and add a key and a title. Nice work, everyone. Parents, teachers, and homework helpers, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. A like will really help the channel, so please give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care, and remember, it never hurts to be nice.